All right, guys, Rob Ferretti here, and you know it's a car channel, right? But this video is not necessarily for car people. This video is made for one person, and it's my channel. I can use it to broadcast whatever I want. And today, this video is to honor and celebrate my younger brother, Tom Ferretti, which is Airman First Class Tom Ferretti, now or Thomas Ferretti. And he just graduated basic military training in Lackland Air Force Base, and he is now a member of the Air Force. And that was a very impressive feat. He signed up for the Air Force a couple of months ago. My parents talk him out of it. And I'm like, I'm gonna let my brother do what he wants. He's 34 years old. He wants to make a career decision, and he decided to join the Air Force. And not only did he do that, he did a great job. So he was in the top 10% of his class, which, if you think about it, a lot of people join the military, they're generally much younger. So he is doing physical activities and other things with 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And 20-year-old Rob was a lot more nimble than 34-year-old Rob. Now, I'm 43 now, so to watch my youngest brother go out and be able to do this and earn honor graduate status, which is the top 10% of the class, to get that distinction at that age, and outperform, I mean, his test scores, I think it was 98, 97, which are very good. He was doing 77 push-ups in a minute, right? At any age over 30, that's impressive. At any age, that's impressive. And he did 66 sit-ups in 60 seconds. So that's a level of physicality that most people would strive for. Then his other scores, his aptitude scores, all the other testing he did, he was top of class. So congratulations to him for that. And then on top of that, his flight, and it's broken up, there was about 600 graduates. So he was in the top, just say 50 of the 600. His flight, which they broke up the 600 people into just say 40-person flights. So say there was 15 or so flights. He was in the honor flight, which was his entire group was the top performing group throughout the 7 weeks that they were there for BMT. So that's also very cool. Going here, this is my first experience with anything having to do with the military. The military doesn't look good on me, right? Because I am not good at rules. If I want to go over there, I'm going to go over there. When I'm watching my brother now, highly disciplined and nope, I got to walk to the crosswalk, and then I got to wait until the light turns. And I'm like, well, we're just going right here. There's nobody coming. Let's jaywalk. And they can't do that anymore. So especially not in uniform. So the way the ceremonies went down, this is a very interesting, when somebody graduates something, you go to a college graduation, 1 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. Air Force, guess what? Get your ass on base by 6:30 in the morning, because we're going to watch them run. And they did a nice ceremonial run back and forth so people can get photos. The only thing you realize is that once there's 600 airmen running, you can't pay. You really have to have a very unique person to be able to pick them out of these crowds. Because when you have, 600 people running past you at almost lockstep, it's oh, holy crap, where the hell is he? That's him, that's him, that's him. And we couldn't really figure it out. But he did the run in the morning. They go get changed. They come back an hour and a half later, and they do the coin ceremony, which is where they all line up in formation, and they all receive a coin from their, I'm going to say commanding officer, military people. You guys can correct me. This is my first dabble with anything military. You get a coin that's an honor coin or a challenge coin of sorts. I know they're used. You put that in your pocket. That symbolizes you have now graduated into an airman. Then they're released off base 10 a.m. They have the day to go around. He had to be back on base at 8 o'clock. And to me, that's it's 15 minutes to get there. We'll leave it 7:40, right? Maybe 7:45. He wanted to be on base significantly earlier than that. He wanted to not be late. So that discipline I don't have. I like to enjoy every minute and party it up. He was well on top of what he was supposed to be doing. The next morning, there was a parade, and it was a cool, huge lawn at Lackland Air Force Base, surrounded by these epic, retired Air Force crafts, SR-71 Blackbirds, F-15s, B-17s, all these cool planes that you saw out there. So seeing all this stuff and knowing like this is the only place where the Air Force graduates. All the Air Force recruits go through Lackland, they go through BMT in this specific place. So knowing these other like reputable people that were able to go through here and graduate was very cool. And as I said, during their military parade, he was the honor flight, and that's also another great honor.
The Commander's Excellence Flight, Flight 377, led by Staff Sergeant Alan Ward, military training instructor, hometown, Whittier, California.
So very cool for him. It's very cool to be able to experience this and watch him outperform and do a great job at what he's doing. And he's now off to 3 months of further technical training. And then when he graduates that, then he's going to be assigned somewhere. So we'll see where that goes. Congratulations to him. Again, there's a bunch of guys that when I posted the photos, there are a lot of Air Force people, a lot of military people that follow me. And they're like, wow, that's really impressive. That's very cool. So like, let's give him a round of applause. Obviously, he's not going to be reachable through this, so you can't just send him a message or anything like that. But this is just not so much for everybody. You guys can join in on this. But this is to congratulate him. It was a very cool thing to witness. Very cool to see my parents go from like, tell him not to do it, to being like incredibly proud. And like my dad, congratulations if you're selling any sort of Air Force shirts. He bought them all. And he's like, I need Air Force dad, Air Force grandfather, Air Force cousin, Air Force nephew. Here, we'll go, when this person has a baby, we'll give him my uncle's in the Air Force. So it's very cool watching him buy plaques and hats and little everything that they sold. He was very proud, and that was cool to see. So thank you, or thank him for his service. Thank you guys also out there who also serve. It was a very cool experience. San Antonio, it's cool. Like it's Lackland is just outside of San Antonio, so it's about 15 minutes. The Riverwalk is cool. It's worth going to. There's some shopping, dining, walking around. It's a cutesy little thing. The Alamo to me is like Mount Rushmore, right? You can skip it. The Alamo, I was expecting more. I don't know what I was expecting, but we went there. It was a little underwhelming. You walk in, and there's just like one room, and you're like, okay, cool. What else? What's next? There is a more built-out building, which is just like a museum, which has artifacts and everything like that, which was a little bit cooler than going in the one portion of the Alamo. But, yeah, I don't know. San Antonio, it's here. Like Pinkerton, had a good barbecue place. Other than that, the airport is very close to the town. There are other places I like in Texas more than San Antonio, so I don't think I'll be going back, but I don't even think he's going to have to go back, because once you go through basic military training, I don't think Lackland has anything in store for you. So congratulations to him. Thank you guys for sharing. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. And I want to thank all the guys guys and men and women who are airmen and other military branches that follow me. Thank you guys for your service, and I hope you guys are all safe, and thank you for watching. See you next time.